So, SEX traffickers, solicitors of SEX trafficking, PIMPS, solicitors of PIMPING, SEXUAL assaulters, solicitors of SEXUAL assault, attackers, solicitors of attacking, 422 PC death threat makers, perjurers, suborners of perjury, solicitors of perjury, libel writers, listers of libel writing, slanderers, listers of slandering, current mafia members, bribers, listers of bribery, blackmailers, listers of blackmail, extortionists, listers of extortion, kickback receivers, kickback providers, listers of kickback providing, listers of kickback receiving, attempted murderers, solicitors of murder, witness intimidators, solicitors of witness intimidation, obstructors of justice, solicitors of obstruction of justice, etc., etc. Greg and Glen Chapel, 2838 Concord Lane, Santa Clara, California, 95051. New, because they've got cameras illegally all over this house, that I was going to the FBI building in San Francisco, 450 Golden Gate Avenue, on November 13th, 2023. So I believe they raped me. During the hours that I slept prior to going to the FBI office in San Francisco, California. And this is a picture that I took of the doorknob. That doorknob was securely on the door when I went to sleep. When I woke up, the doorknob and the other side of it were on the floor on one side of the door. Both pieces were on one side of the door on the inner side of the room. Inside the room. Both pieces were on the floor. That tells me that someone or someone's took the doorknob off and illegally entered my room while I was sleeping. So there are screws that you can unscrew to take the doorknob off. There's actually only one on there right now. There's no keyhole on the outside on the doorknob. You have to unscrew it or find a bobby pin and stick it in the little hole if you're able to do that. And just to show you all, I did actually make it up to the FBI office in San Francisco on November 13th, 2023. Here are pictures that I took of the outside of the building. .450 Golden Gate Avenue, San Francisco, California. At first I thought it was on 7th Avenue or 7th Street because that's what it says on the internet. So I went in circles for 2 hours. That happened to be the time when Biden was in San Francisco and I didn't know it. And a whole bunch of other world leaders were in San Francisco, and I swear to God, every 5 feet there was somebody from law enforcement, and I'm not like exaggerating at all. And I stopped and asked them all how to get to 450 Golden Gate Avenue, and none of them had any idea. One pulled out her phone to help me, super helpful, but still I would have gone around in circles. If it hadn't been for a guy that was painting or something like that, I would have continued to go in circles for the rest of the afternoon and would have never made it there. So here's another picture of the outside of the FBI building, 450 Golden Gate Avenue, San Francisco, California. This was November 13th, 2023. Again, I would have gone in circles for the rest of the afternoon. If it hadn't been for a guy that I think was painting or something, he stopped and asked me if I was looking for Golden Gate Avenue. And it was literally like 20 feet away. The guy pointed at the sign, and it was just 20 feet away. He saved my life that day. I had been going around in circles for a couple hours. When I first stopped at the Social Security office, because I thought that was the FBI office, because that's what it says online, I had to go inside twice and ask at the Social Security office to figure out that's not the FBI. So there you go.